Today is the 3rd anniversary of chanting 10 hours for peace in nature, peace in the world, and peace in the universe. First, I have to thank the SGI organization for all the training that I have received, because without them I could not have met Sensei. Without them I could not have had the training that I've received. The most important aspect of my life, my mother wanted to know the eternity of life, and she got it. She understood the past, the present, and the future. For me, I wanted to know where life came from. The only way to find this answer was to do my human revolution. And the SGI leadership, I have them to thank. So that's where my appreciation lies, was the SGI for helping me unlock birth and death. I have to thank Antonino. He's the one that gave me 2 pieces of information. He said that the universe is coded, and second, from his grandfather, history lies in the blood. So after I left the SGI, I got involved with my gym where they were closing. What happened was Antonino knew Marshawn Lynch, the Seattle football running back. So then I created a proposal that dealt with exercise as something that had no color, something that had no prejudice dealing with education, no prejudice dealing with politics. Matter of fact, everyone believes in education. So after I submitted that proposal, I met someone named Charles. And Charles connected me to a gentleman named Gabriel. And Gabriel was the one that said, what God knows, God wants us to know. And then the other piece that's most important came from my relative, Tom. And he's the one that told me about, he gave me a DVD, and in the DVD it talked about there's only 4 hereditary markers. That is the C, the A, the T, and the G. And each individual's name started with the A being Antonino, the C being Charles, The T meaning Tom, and the G, Gabriel. And Sensei had this one powerful statement. Treasuring one individual is the eternal formula for Kosen Rufu. As a result, now I realize that the A represents the eternity of life, which is faith. I realize that the C represents the consciousness, or the ninth consciousness. However, the C represents happiness. The T represents purity, which is, the T is the treasure tower. Nichiren Daishonin says, treasures of the body, treasures of the storehouse, which is our wealth, our status. The last is treasures of the heart. So there's the T. The G represents our true self. So I was able to realize that the four virtues of the Buddha are representation of the CATG that Dr. Greg Braden has been trying to figure out how to use it for daily life. And he says in the video, when you listen to parts 1 and 2, he noticed that when 9/11 hit, there was a huge spark of energy from the people's heart. So he realized the heart was the most powerful. And that's what Nichiren Daishonin has already taught us about. The next part is, he said it happened at 9 a.m. Well, 9 is a representation of the ninth consciousness. So here's a quote that I learned from Nichiren Daishonin's Gosho, Letters to the Brothers. We chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo to ground our minds, which tend to waver under our desires, our delusions, and suffering, solidly on the earth of the mystic law. By making the mystic law the master of our minds, we are no longer ruled by our desires. This is why Nichiren often cites the sutra passage, become the master of your mind rather than let your mind master you.